Sunday, July the 7th, and I'm still John Evans. You're on the Small Town Network.
Yeah, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm Howard Hall.
And I have all my fingers and toes from the weekend. I didn't blow anything out.
Yeah.
We were safe.
Yeah, happy. It's still kind of fourth weekend. That's why I wore my USA shirt, and Howard had a patriotic hat sitting there. It's gone. But yeah, welcome to another episode. I don't know about you guys, but there's a funk going around. John had it.
I had it. Brought it in here last weekend. Scott had it all week this
John
week.
gave it to me. It was rough. So
Howard's immune.
Howard is got antibodies like Hulk, and or whatever that keeps you from getting sick. But yeah, it was rough. So thank you, John, for that. And
Well, you got to give it to somebody to get over it.
yeah, is that how it works?
I think so. Anyway, it worked for me. When you got sick, I got over it. So.
Oh boy, it was a doozy. But anyway, because of that, we don't have a Ben Cathy video because I was not at work because I didn't want to get everybody sick.
He had that extra time to polish his Emmys.
So he's polishing the Emmys. Yeah. Don't forget though, we've got events, things to do. Thanks to all the groups. There's like 50-something groups that share us every week. So thank you for that. I was like, why does it sound so dry? It's because I don't have my Ukrainian music playing. But that's my friends Uzori. We'll talk about them again later. But events, things to do, weather from WVLT, other interests. There's a lot of stuff that went on for the 4th of July, so hopefully everybody does have their fingers and stuff. I saw like a couple fireworks out the back door, and I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going back.
It's too hot.
It was a hot one. We haven't got any rain. We'll see if the forecast has any of that. Also, if you're just joining us, don't forget to check us out on all of the other formats. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube in HD.
We have nearly doubled our followers on Twitter.
We have 2?
No, we got 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're way up there. We're going to get on over there and follow us, so we'd like to be in double digits.
Yeah, so if you can, check us out on the other formats. I still have not figured out why Instagram's being weird, but I'll try to get that figured out this week. It let us share a couple videos, no problem. I didn't change anything, and then all of a sudden it doesn't accept them. But all that aside, there's a lot of stuff going on now that 4th of July is kind of over. Lots going on, a lot. So we're going to kick it off with our first segment, which is Things to Do, brought to you by Evans Financial, and none other than Mr. John Evans.
Hey, over there at Evans Financial, across from the park, what used to be the park, still is part of a park, and they'll use it as a park partially come Monday, I think, for Monday downtowns. I'll be there, and you can stop in and see me then. Stuff those statements for your investments in your pockets and stop by and see me, and we'll talk about them, because being independent is a good chance I can handle them for you right here in downtown Rockwood, so come see me.
Yeah, and there's his contact info, his brand new digits, by the way, brand new look.
Phone number's the same, email has changed. Osaic is a pretty big group, and they rolled up quite a number of small independent broker-dealers, and Securities America was one of them. Still working with the same people at formerly Securities America, but we're all under the Osaic Wealth banner now, and new software, easier way to do things. It's getting a little weird learning, how to do things, but it's going to be so much better. Things that I've been screaming, why in the world in this day and age, you put people on the moon and you can't have pre-populated stuff because you know everything about your clients, and why do you have to start new paper every time? They're promising that this is coming here, so we'll see.
Yeah, well,
with all that stuff you didn't really want to know.
Yeah. Here comes this week's things to do, and again, it's the things to do this week. We got other things to do later on in the weeks and months ahead, coming up later, but kicking it off at the Grove.
Live music at the Grove, and where it's debatable whether
Yeah.
it's Sail On or
Soul Soup.
Soul Soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it there.
We're not sure.
We're not sure. We don't know. Anyway, they'll both be good, but that's 5:45 Central Time in Crossville.
Yeah, and then also on Monday right here.
Yeah, Main Street Mondays from 6 to 9. I'll be here, and there's always a good crowd. They have a good band. They put that right in the middle of the street, right under the Rockwood Street and Front Street intersection. Put the stage up there, and there's plenty of vendors out. And stop in and see us and come downtown and see what we got.
Yeah, been big turnouts lately.
Yeah.
So definitely come down if you haven't seen that. They be jamming still.
They still be jamming over at the Bradbury Community Club from 6 to 10 on Tuesdays, and $2 gets you in, but for that same $2, you can bring an instrument and play. So find a group and jam with them.
Yeah, important date in history on Wednesday.
Battle of Britain begins, and that was, could you imagine? Here you got the Nazis and the Germans have taken over all of Europe, pretty much, and you're sitting there, a little island across, what is the narrowest part of the channel there? Something, it's under 20 miles, is it? Or 26 or something like that? It's not far. You could almost see them, and that whole army sitting there, if they could just get across that channel, you'd be toast.
Yeah.
And the British pilots protecting the island, it was just a lot of bravery, and they bombed mercilessly.
Yeah.
And of course, it led to one of the greatest speeches of all time as well,
Yep.
from Winston Churchill, but trying times.
Yeah, but very important day in history. They be food trucking.
Still be food trucking on Wednesday in Harriman. Don't cook your lunch and bring it in a brown paper bag. Go over there to the food truck from 11 to 2 and get lunch.
Yeah, farmers market in Cumberland County.
Central Time, it's 9:30 to 12:30 on the 10th. Their farmers market at Peavide Road and Stonehenge Drive.
And they be worshiping as always.
Every Wednesday across from the middle school over there, the First Presbyterian Church. Sunday school is at 10, Sunday worship service at 11, so they're right in the midst of all that now. Wednesday Bible study at 7, and the second Thursday the Women's Association meets, and the Love Kitchen Meal and Fellowship is the second and fourth Saturdays at 4.
Yeah, and then back in Crossville.
Songs and Stories from the Civil War with Bobby Horton.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know if I've got time, but I would love to get up here and see that.
Yeah.
But that's at the Princess Theater in Crossville. Starts at 6 Central.
Yeah, the Palace Theater.
Palace, what did I say? Princess? Yeah, that's in Harriman.
Yeah, it gets confusing.
Oh, well, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Money back.
Yep. Write it down, folks. You get your money back. We'll tell you how later. And got this sent in from a nice lady that watches us from Wartburg. But she wanted to send a shout out to this little shop called the Clothing Connection in Wartburg, 728 Main Street. And the cool thing is everything is $1 or less. It's open Wednesday through Friday and the first Saturdays of the month. But as you can see, there's a good variety of everything. And if you got kids this age, you don't want to spend more than $1 on their clothing.
Because it's going to fit them about 4 days.
Like a week at most. Yeah, so go down there, grab a couple outfits, get a couple shoes.
To a pair, usually.
Yep. You got purses and everything else. And belts, everything, you name it. But go check them out in Wartburg. Tell them you heard about it here on Community News. Look at that shop, though. It's very cool.
Yeah.
But go check out the Clothing Connection in Wartburg. And again, you can do that this Wednesday through Friday. So go check that out. And then back in Oak Ridge.
The Farmers Market at Jackson Square, 9 a.m. to 1 on the 10th.
Yeah, and then back at the AMP.
We think this may be the last one, Run Katie Run.
Sure, yeah.
On the 11th of July, music starts at 6:30 Central Time.
Yeah, and then Nitschke's Hometown Bakery.
I'm glad you pronounced that word.
Yeah.
But they're having Elvis live in person.
Yeah, Austin Pugh.
So it's not the real Elvis.
No.
He's coming up later.
I know, I got excited when it said Elvis live and in person. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, they've got him back.
Some people think he never died.
Yeah, By now he would be
I think those people were wrong.
old.
But anyway, he's there from 7 to 9, and you call us and let us know if you think it was a real one.
yeah, and it's still going on.
The Steel Magnolias.
Man.
The Steel Magnolian at Cumberland County Playhouse.
Yeah, a whole nother month ago, really.
Yeah.
So go check that out. And then back here in Roane County,
American Gated Mule Association is having their show, indoor arena only, 6 p.m., and I think that's free for spectators as well.
I think so. Yeah, donation only, it said.
Yeah.
So just give a donation and you get in. And then this is a cool one.
Yeah, I'd love to go see this as well, but they're having their play about the Scopes monkey trial down in Dayton.
Yeah, go check that out. And you can go to rayheritage.com to get tickets. And a car show in Wartburg. So while you're there, go check out the little cool clothing connection.
Yep, and so they're not open that day.
Oh, never mind.
Yep.
But you can at least see where it is, where it's located.
Yeah, you can walk by and look in.
Yeah.
And
You never know, they might open up for this.
They might, but that's Saturday, 10:30 to 3:30, and they're doing several dates. And you got this one, and then September the 14th.
Yeah, so go check that out. And then drop down to Soddy Daisy.
Yeah, they got their market open at Poe's Tavern Park and 7 a.m. to 11.
Yeah, and they do that. And while you're down there, go see our good friend Kim at the Six Little Teacups.
Just across the river.
Yeah, we'll show you some stuff about her later. And then back at the Long Island Marina.
Yeah, across the river, south of the river over there, they at 1060 Paint Rock Ferry Road in Kingston. And Saturday is Waffly Good, and Sunday is CJ's Tacos.
Yeah, and those are both waffly good.
Yep.
Waffly good. So
You've eaten the Waffly Good
yes.
stuff, right?
Oh my
Is it really
gosh,
good?
it's so good. Yeah, chicken and waffles, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Then they be back at the lake.
Dude, Lakeside Farmers Market in Kingston every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 12.
And then they be golfing.
At the Emory Golf Course, the Red, White, and Blue Golf Tournament. The tee time is at 8:30, and first place is going to pay $800, which is pretty good. $100 a player.
Howard's making me laugh.
You get
Makes
one
me cough.
You get one mulligan. That's
Just
it.
And lunch
Yeah.
to go with your
If
mulligan.
you don't want lunch, you get 2 mulligans.
No, I think you still
Or
stuck
if you
with
don't use your mulligan, you get 2 lunches.
yeah, something like that. And then if you need your car washed,
Yep, but the Harriman High School band is washing your car, and all proceeds go to their band. So
Yeah, the reps.
it's 9 a.m. on, what is the 13th? Is that Saturday?
Saturday,
Yes.
I think. It
Yeah, it is Saturday.
It is. That's what it is. Saturday, so go check that out. And then go down to Roane County High School's junior ROTC.
Yeah, they're putting on a American Chrome and Classic Showdown. I think they want you to bring your, maybe not your trailer, but your
Semi,
tractor.
yeah, something like that.
If
And
it's
also
got
they're doing
chrome.
classic cars as well.
Yeah, so that's very cool. Go to allevents.in to check out that. And then back in Ray County,
They're having a cornhole tournament at the Ray County Courthouse lawn from 11 a.m. to 1.
yeah, careful with that
Singles
one.
is 25 and doubles is $50. And I don't know what they're paying off, but I'm sure they're getting most of that money back out in the hands of the winners.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. 125 for the single winner, and second place gets 25. So big jump.
Yeah,
$100 jump.
yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. But anyway, you can call the number or email them at the bottom there if you need more info. And then in Spring City,
They're having their farmers market on Front Street down there in Spring City, 8 a.m. to 12.
and then always wrapping it up, and they got a whole weekend of fun at the Rockland Marina and RV Resort.
Yeah, they're packed down there all the time, and they've got several things to do. They got, there's their weekend schedule of events, but got stuff for kids to do. They got their brunch always on Sundays, and it always supports a good cause.
Family Promise this week.
Yeah, and so get down there any day of the week, though, and check them out.
Yeah, and then also on Sunday.
They're having yoga on the fuel docks.
Yeah.
Bring your own.
Gas mask.
Yeah.
Or something.
Lily pad.
Yeah. And then wrapping it up with another very important day in history.
Bastille Day, the French Revolution begins on July 14th. So I guess if you're over there, you get you're here on the 4th, and then you got 10-day window to get over there to celebrate that with them.
Yeah.
But their revolution kicked off on the 14th when they stormed the Bastille, and I think that was a prison where they had people kind of hemmed up in there.
It's funny, buddy of mine, David Sykes from work, he was in Paris for July 4th. I think he'll be back before Bastille Day, but
He's doing it backwards.
yeah. But anyway, that wraps up the things that are to do this week.
Yep.
That heads us into weather, which is brought to you by Roane County Animal Shelter, 296 Manufacturers Road. Now, these are last week's puppies because of the 4th of July. They weren't really open as much. So most of these should still be available.
But if you go down there and you're looking for Sansa, look at the other dogs as well. They got other dogs. This is just a sampling of dogs. That they have. And they have cats and I think they're low on tortoises, but
but cats and dogs I think are good. Mosley's there, possibly Roxy and Poppy, 2 good dogs right there.
Rocky and Shelby.
Yeah, love those two. They might be related.
Bonnie and Bo.
Bo.
Bonnie looks like she's going to be a good dog for somebody.
Bo looks like a lake dog to me.
Yeah.
He needs a lake
He's having fun.
to jump into.
But Bonnie's going to hop right up in your lap and she ain't going anywhere. Kind of like Rufus here.
Rufus is a good dog right there.
Yeah,
Rufus
you tell he's in his eyes he's a good dog.
happy in a lap right there.
Yeah.
And then wrapping it up with Missy.
She's going to be a good dog as well.
Yeah. And
She will quit chewing stuff eventually.
yes, but she still goes and gets it. But hey, go down to Roane County Animal Shelter. Really appreciate them being a part of the program. Love the chance to get some of those dogs a new forever home. And don't forget about the low-cost spay and neuter clinic, which is brand new. And you can see the grand opening of that thanks to Howard on our Small Town Network page, and it is awesome. So now also got to thank WVLT. Channel 8, and especially Heather Haley and all the First Alert weather crew, Ben Cathy, multiple Emmy Award winning meteorologist Ben Cathy, Jacob Durham, the whole gang down there. Gotta thank them for sending us this weather. So now that sends us to the weather wall. Boom, with Mr. Howard, and I got it coming. Here it comes. There it is.
I hope everybody had a good 4th of July, and then, of course, like they said earlier today, all your fingers, and make sure you got your eyes back in your sockets.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to be a normal summer week, except for Wednesday and Thursday. As you can see, temperature's going to drop a little bit because of the blue little thing we got there called rain. So Tuesday to Thursday, possible chance of rain, but anyway, back up into the 90s, except for those days right there in the 80s. Local radar shows in Tennessee, we are completely free of anything that's in the sky.
Yeah. There he goes. And once again, gotta thank WVLT. Go download their apps. They got a news app and a weather app, and both of those can be programmed to your location so that it'll tell you if things are going on, school closings, traffic, weather-related stuff like that. So we appreciate WVLT for that. Now we head into other interest, which is stuff going on in the upcoming weeks, brought to you by Beals, or Bells with the second L silent, located in what we are calling the Bells Shopping Center.
I'm going to have to go down there and figure out exactly how they pronounce it.
How does Maggie say it?
She says Beals.
Just like that?
Well, I said it's Bells.
Biles.
Bells.
When they answer the phone, do they say, hello, it's Beals?
Depending who answers, yeah. And as long as they answer, but it's a great day at Bells. I don't know.
The English language.
But hey, if you're looking for a gig, you got to be a good employee though.
Yeah.
But go down, and they're hiring for all positions. And so if you want to be
They got to make it fast now, because I think people are applying left and right down
They
there.
are. They're
And
getting-
if you're somebody that's, older person, you've had a career and you know what work is, and you want to pick up a little extra money in your retirement, that would be a great place for you.
Absolutely. Cool place to work. They have fun. And if you haven't stopped by that store, man, go down and check it out, because it is so clean now, and it's all reorganized, and they're getting new stuff
I was
all the
noticed that
time.
too.
Yeah, I was just glad it was that finger. And then, but go down there first of all and just check it out. And if you don't go down there weekly, you're missing out because they change stuff out all the time. Here is that cool video we had last week. And this is just the little aisle that you go through to check out. And there's like stationery stuff. There's like bags in case you forget. Oh, those are towels.
The whole store is open.
Candles.
Yeah.
Those are live plants there. That's questionable. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And I promise you that like this whole thing is probably new this week.
Oh, yeah.
But they got everything, and there's automotive stuff, there's men's clothing, women's clothing, they got pet stuff, they got kitchen stuff, they got towels, they got sheets and comforters, like
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh is there, and Tigger too sometimes. But go down to Bell's and check it out, because it's awesome. And if you need a gig, go check that out. All right, other interest, which is things coming up in the upcoming weeks, and this one's kind of important. It's kind of wrapping up, I guess, next week.
Yeah, it is, but school, I mean, is rapidly approaching.
Yeah,
it's going to be upon us before we know it, but during the summer, kids are growing and they still need the nutrition, and if you're on some of those programs that help you eat at school, you can probably still eat in the summertime. And what we have there is a list of the pickup days and pickup locations, and so you're on a free or reduced lunch program, give them a call and see if you can't still stay fed during the summer.
Yeah, very important. And then coming up, I say it's far off, but gosh, it'll be here before you know it. September, Matt Cordell as Elvis at the Historic Gem Theater. If you haven't seen Matt Cordell, especially do his Elvis shows,
Pretty good.
oh man, it's so good. I don't think there's a better. I mean, yeah, he's been a good buddy of mine for 20 something years. We've been friends, but
The whole show's energetic, man.
I don't think there's a better Elvis, impersonator or tribute. I don't even say impersonator, tribute artist than Matt. The costuming is awesome. Bless his heart for having to wear that stuff, because it's just.
I bet it's heavy too.
Oh, and he sweats his brains out because it's so hot, but man, he does a good job, and he really does Elvis well. I'm a huge Elvis fan, and he does a great job. So get those tickets. It helps out the Etowah Christmas for Kids program, which is an awesome program. And you do want to book those tickets now because they will not last. But yeah, come and see us down there in Etowah. That brings us to birthdays, brought to you by Six Little Teacups. And it says Chattanooga, but we call it way South Kingston.
South Kingston.
10 to 6. She's open, and check out her Facebook page, Six Little Teacups on Facebook. She's also got a website. They've got some new pictures, and look at this. Some lady went in there and thought she had great stuff, but called the place gaudy. But I'm like, you know what? That's what it's meant to be.
That's for,
I think that's awesome right there. I mean, that is fully decorated. You'd expect something like that in Disney World.
If it was a funeral home, yeah, it's gaudy. But if you're doing princess tea
That's what I'm
parties for
saying.
kids, it's not.
Princess tea parties that's it.
To that caliber right there, it looks like Disney World. That's the so I love it. But the cool thing is you can have a princess tea party, but also you can just stop in there, and she's got sweets that are made fresh every night. I mean, she's making them all day, she's making them all night. Look at that thing on the right. Yeah, let's just look at that for a minute. I think there's chocolate chip cookies in there and Oreo cookies. I'm losing my voice.
It's okay.
But
And they're having
There's right there's the Princess Tea Party on the right. Absolutely.
yeah, and there's another picture there for the tea party. But that is awesome. And give her a call.
Are those Oreos different colored Oreos? How do they do that?
I think that's like dip colored. I think it is
Dipped in
an
something.
icing covering on them. Yeah.
But yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But check him out on Facebook. Check out sixlittleteacups.com. Give her a call and just tell her it's awesome. But we're still trying to work out a contest. We tried to do the birthday thing, and none of you guys responded. So that's
If you had responded, you would have won.
you would have won a cake. So we're gonna figure out something else to do. But Monday birthdays.
John D. Rockefeller and John Pemberton. And that's the dude that started Coke, that invented Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And Dudley Evans and Joyce Goldberg.
And Cheryl McCurley on Monday, Tuesday.
Tom Hanks and Mr. Stabby, O.J. Simpson. And that includes Jan Mincy, Robin Radcliffe Logan, Catherine Sexton Sampson, and Stacy Ledford.
And then also, speaking of Maddie down there at Bell's, her little sister, Nevaeh Van Hoosier, is having a birthday on Tuesday. So happy birthday, Nevaeh.
On Wednesday, we have Nikola Tesla and Raging Bull Joe Clamato.
Matt Coomer, who used to be the news director at WVLT, now he's in Louisville. Also Kaylee Higgins and Richard Stoffel with Sevier County Sheriff's Department, good buddy of mine, having a birthday on Wednesday.
On Wednesday
Thursday.
and on Thursday, the 11th, we got Robert the Bruce. And if you remember him, it was in that historical thing about, Braveheart, yes. Richie Sambora and good friend Michael Allen. Michael Allen was married to, if you remember, Sylvia, a country music star when I was a young man, and includes Greg Smith as well.
Ella Wales and Jared Smith, a reporter at WVLT. And you got to look up Russ Roberts. Has a video.
What was the name of that? It's somebody's truck stop cafe or truck stop restaurant.
Yeah.
And anyway, but Mike's in that video playing a drunk, drinking the moonshine. It's really funny.
If you want to see it, send us a message. We'll send you the link.
But Mike's a really good guy and really interesting guy. He's been a lot of places and seen a lot of things and can tell you a lot of stuff.
Definitely. But then Friday birthdays.
Milton Berle and Bill Cosby, and he's kind of fallen from grace, hasn't he?
Man,
I tell you what, we had Mr. Stabby, and now we got Mr. Drug You and Take Advantage of You, Bill Cosby, but that includes Gary Baisley.
And Rick Hushka wrapping it up on Friday, and then Saturday.
Julius Caesar, speaking of Stabby, he got stabbed to death in Ides of March. And then great Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest. And that includes, Nick Forrester.
Yeah, and Harrison Ford.
Oh, I forgot Harrison Ford.
And Stella Parton. And then Sunday.
Sunday, you got Gerald Ford, Mr. Stumbly, and Woody Guthrie. And it includes Ken Myatt.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Dupree and Angela Thompson wrapping it up. Don't forget, if you have an event, no event is too big or too small. If you have a birthday, special occasion, anything like that, don't forget you get your money back guarantee. If you don't like the show, if we messed up some information, you get your money back guarantee.
I did make a mistake, so
here's your chance. You can get it back, and here's how you do that.
Yeah, you can email us directly at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com. But as always, the cheapest, most cost-effective, easiest way to get in hold of us is to message us directly on Facebook.
Yeah, check us out on the other platforms. Don't forget to like, follow, and share our page. And again, don't forget, we've gotten a lot of people sending us stuff lately. If you have an event or anything, something going on, yard sale, something going on at your church, whatever it is, just shoot us a message, and we would be glad to get that on the program. There's my good friends Uzori. That's the music you've heard throughout the show. I always send my prayers and thoughts out to them in Ukraine, because they're still at war. It's hard to
get it straight. I read one thing and they say, well, the Ukrainians are pushing the Russians back, and then you read another report, well, the Russians have taken another city. I don't know what's going on over there.
You don't know what's the real truth, but our thoughts and prayers with them.
Yeah.
But anyway, have a great week, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, follow us. Thanks to all the groups that share us. But from all of us here at Small Town Network, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
I'm Howard Hall.
Yeah, have a great week, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll
Stay hydrated.
See you next week.